let's go. It's time for Heartland Radio.
Here we go. Welcome to Heartland Radio 2.0. It's Monday for you. It's Sunday for us. I don't know if you've been watching any football, but I tell you what, I'm glad it's back. And you don't have to just watch on your TV either.
No.
I don't know if people know this or not, but they will actually let you buy a ticket to go see the game live.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, a lot of people know that's a little kept secret. But you can do that, and if you do that, make sure you use SeatGeek when you get your tickets because they're the best ticket buying platform on the internet. It's so simple to use. It's the easiest, smartest way to get your tickets. Not only that, they act as your broker, your agent to make sure that you always get the best seats for your value. If you got $100 to spend, you're going to get the very best seat for that $100 that's possible because they search all the other ticket buying platforms and they say, hey, here it is, best seat for $100 on the internet, and it's yours if you want it. So shop there with complete confidence. The seat you pick is absolutely the seat you get. Make SeatGeek your go-to buying app for tickets. Download the app right now. Use the promo code Heartland, and you get $10 off your first SeatGeek purchase.
Also, they're doing this great thing each week with Pat, wherever Pat travels to.
Yeah.
They're doing Dream Seat, where we are upgrading the seats of 4 people into like the lower best seat possible you could get inside the stadium. So, just a great company.
Yeah, follow the train. Go there with some crappy tickets. You have a chance to get some really good tickets.
People aren't always as excited as they should be when you walk up to them and try to give them tickets, but I don't care what you're selling. I ain't buying it. I was like, sir, just trying to do something nice here for you. Upgrade. I don't want it. Get that camera out of my face.
That's the world we live in now.
Okay,
Nobody
sir.
trusts nobody.
Oh, it's very evident. It's very evident, especially when Zito walks up to you. Da!
Well,
Tickets?
There's your mistake right there. There's your mistake right there. He looks like he's begging for money.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
He does. It's a real issue.
Yeah, you can't trust anybody these days, though. That's the world we live in. Everything's a scam. So, shoot, yeah. But
They're like hiding their kids like behind their backs and stuff like that. Just trying to do something nice here for the world.
I'm telling you what. All right, Pat's not here. He's got a flight to New York today. Ty's not here. Evan's not here. And Zito's not here because they're already in New York getting trained on equipment for the radio show and whatnot to try to make the production side of that even more streamlined than it is now. You guys had a few hiccups. I'm sure we'll talk about it in great detail on Pat's show tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, we already covered it a little bit, like, because Wednesday basically, the truck got there. Sorry, Thursday, we did the show in Winston-Salem Thursday and Friday. Thursday, the truck got there at like 2 a.m. or something like that, and they started working on it at 5 a.m. to put all the technical stuff into it. Apparently, 5 hours isn't enough to outfit an entire truck with an entire show that's supposed to go live internationally and nationally on syndicated radio. So at 10 o'clock when the show started, we had audio, but we did not have video for DAZN. So the first half hour or so was just audio. And there was about, 6,000 people in and out of the truck the entire day that morning. And it was also 101 degrees. So inside the truck was probably, no joke, 170. So it was a little bit of a shit show day one, but day two was great.
Yeah, it looked like day two ran much better. If it's the first time you're listening to the show, the remaining cast is me. I'm Todd McComas. I am a dumb cop, ex-cop, who tells jokes on a microphone on the side and does this. Tony, Anthony DeGilio is here. Tony Diggs, at Tone Diggs.
Please, get it right.
He former sales specialist in the corporate world.
Multiple 5-time President's Club winner.
Whoa. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're good at your job,
you should have a shirt that
these
says
big
so.
corporate companies send you all to islands, and then you have a shit show of basically fuckfest corporate party. It's great.
Nice. He's also a degenerate gambler.
Yes.
Very knowledgeable on sports, obviously. And Gump is here. Cowell Cathcart from Canada, our brother from another mother up north. He's here. He was a painter. She painted ships. And now he's here talking on microphones.
You know, it's not talked about enough how you are single-handedly breaking the Kyle stereotype.
You are.
Your name is Kyle, though you don't go by it. You go by your nickname, Gump. But you are not a Kyle.
Not a big monster guy.
Not into extreme
Is Kyle
sports.
a thing in Canada?
It's the same thing.
Same
yeah.
thing.
Every
Same
time I see one of those memes, I just cringe. I'm like, yeah, I'm not telling anybody my name's Kyle anymore. Let's
Kyle's
just
are
ride
always
with
so
Kyle.
intense, and you're the exact polar opposite.
Couldn't be more opposite.
of intense.
Motocross, monster.
Yeah, all of it.
Not happening.
Nick Morato's here. At Nick Morato?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You got it all
Despite your
switched.
best
everything.
efforts to change it to something
I know.
terrible,
What was it?
it is.
Me.
Todd wanted fucking
At Never Not Nick is what I
at
wanted.
never not Nick, at negative Nick. I mean,
Yeah.
there was a lot of them.
All terrible. They were all terrible. Big alliteration guy, Todd McComas.
Oh yeah, this says a lot
That
because you are
fucking
never
tasty
not
Todd.
Nick. Yeah,
Todd changed his without anybody really noticing. He's
What?
He's Uncle Todd on Twitter now.
yeah, just the moniker or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's
yeah.
still
I,
at Todd
mean,
McComas.
I noticed it. I
That one,
noticed
that
it.
one slid under the radar.
I noticed. Oh, Uncle Todd. I mean, that's what we call him.
Yeah,
That's what he is.
yeah.
He's
Change it up a little
He's
bit.
the best uncle you could ask for.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
He's
You
the
want
uncle-
me as your uncle?
Yeah,
for
he's
sure.
the uncle you'll get hammered with. He'll teach
Yeah.
you sex stuff. Not like personally 101, but he'll tell you about it.
And the weird thing is, I actually have 3 nieces who never fucking see me. They don't know what they're missing. But Nick was an IT guru. Online streaming was your forte, right?
Yeah, nobody cares.
Like,
Nobody cares
conference
about my
streaming.
past life. Here.
Dude, he knows so much about computers. You should see how complicated all our passwords are for this server. They're the most, I mean, they're almost like Pentagon-esque.
Let's not even talk about the fact that I set up none of it. And like the
No, you
smart
did.
man I am, I outsourced it all to someone much smarter than myself.
Yeah, that's the key, I think. And Bailey McComas is here. At Bailey McComas.
Almost forgot about him again.
Well, it's hard when there's a 60-inch screen separating our point
Yeah.
of view
That's a
here.
Zito fucking
He's
production.
running the board for Zito right now. Zito likes to have the 70-inch fucking IMAX screen as a barrier between himself and me. So I can't see Bailey. I can only hear him. But he's my kid from my nuts. All right, so let's get into what's going on in the world and with us. So my girlfriend, her appendix went bad.
Did it burst? Like,
Didn't burst. It did not burst. She just had appendicitis. So I guess appendix is a very like
You don't need it.
mysterious thing.
Is that like it leading up to bursting?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
If
So
it,
they caught it in
if
time.
If it bursts, it can poison your body.
oh yeah, you can die.
You can die.
Does it
yeah.
burst like a water balloon? Like it just like a bomb goes off, it bursts, or is it like a little leak?
Well, here's what happens, and Gump can jump in because his actually burst.
Yeah.
Loser.
Fucking sweet appendix, dude.
So somehow a blockage happens in the lining of your appendix, and nobody knows why. Not even the surgeons who take it out know why. And that causes it to get infected, which means it fills with pus. And if you let it go long enough, it's like a balloon filling with water. Eventually, it will burst.
Okay.
And then this infection spreads out. This pussy infection
Gross,
spreads
dude.
out through your whole abdomen.
Yeah.
So they caught hers in time. So she just had all this horrible pain and nausea, and she was just like in the fetal position, couldn't move. I was here trying to get to her, but her mom got to her first. Got her to the hospital. We went there, and the first thing the doctor said when we got there, these 2 like intern doctors, they touch her stomach, and they're like, "Okay, where's it hurt? Here. Okay, well, it's not your appendix." And then it went on to everything else, ulcer, all these other options. And the whole time, like, they kept giving her morphine and stuff, and nothing was knocking down the pain. I was like, this is a pretty intense pain. I was like, over and over. You know how I get something stuck in my head and I won't let it go?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, never noticed that.
The whole day, nurses come in, whatever, and her mom, and they're all talking ulcers and all this stuff. And I was like, how are they so sure it's not an appendix?
Yeah, because Todd told me we were here at the office and he got the text and he told me about the pain. I'm like, I bet you it's her appendix.
So that's
Right
how it
away.
got put in your head.
Yes. So, and he described the pain exactly how she described it. And plus, I just wasn't, sold on the science of just touching it with 3 fingers from the outside and be like, like you have magical powers.
Yeah, they're not Michael Clark Duncan in the Green Mile.
No.
Yes,
Mr.
exactly.
Coffee.
I'm like, maybe we use some X-rays, maybe some CT scans before we make that conclusion. So the whole day that this goes on, and then finally they make her drink a bunch of that shit and do a CT scan, and then they're like, oh, yeah, appendix needs to come out. And I was like, yeah, that's what I thought. That was my first text back to her. She's like, yes, my appendix. And I said, told you.
You're such an asshole too, dude. I mean, in your story when you're like, Marty's got to get her appendix removed today, but she's been trying to lose weight, so that's at least a little bit, right? Well, you're such an asshole.
I got to give it to Todd, though. He was with her the whole time. He's been at the hospital.
Well, yeah, I
the
mean, you
whole
have
time.
to.
Yeah.
It's been a tough weekend for Todd. If this is my last show, Todd's actually killed me. I guess I didn't put his truck in park last night. He let me use his truck, and his truck won't start now.
How's that
so-
possible that you can't? Is that a thing on your truck? That
I only know that because I did that to Marnie's Ford Explorer one time, and it's the same symptoms. Like we got in it, and it was just like kind of not in park, and it wouldn't move for a second.
Yeah.
And then so I checked under the hood, and then Gump did something to reset something, and then he could get it out of park again, but it wouldn't start.
Oh, there is a little Kyle in you, a mechanical genius.
So yeah, so it's charging right now.
Have you brought it up to Marnie that she possibly may have got appendicitis because she's now a vegan or vegetarian or whatever she is?
At least 100 times. Because that's
Didn't
what's-
happen. You ate meat.
Exactly. And that's the beautiful thing. Nobody can refute it. Because like I said, nobody in the medical field knows what causes an appendicitis.
Okay.
And so the surgeons are getting ready to take it out, right? And we're down there before they wheel her into surgery. And we're asking these questions like, what causes whatever? And they're like, nobody really knows. And I'm like, well, how can nobody really know? And they're like, it's so easy to take it out that they don't spend any money or time on research into causation. And I'm like, that's
Gotcha.
fucking crazy to me that you have a whole organ. And not only nobody knows what the appendix does. Like it has no purpose that they can identify.
That's what we were talking about a month ago on, I think it was Pat's show or maybe this show or whatever. And someone was like, oh, the organ that you didn't need. And I couldn't come up with appendix, but...
No, you want kidney,
Spleen.
pancreas, spleen.
Can
yep.
you not? You
Yeah.
can live without a spleen too.
Yep.
Can't you?
Yeah.
Oh, see?
It's not a big deal either. A little, I guess
Because-
it does a little bit though for you.
Yeah.
But
Because one of them
I
was...
think it's kind of, if you take your spleen out, you can get like your infections will be worse. You'll get sick more
yeah,
often.
I think so.
Well, one of them was for like when the cavemen used to eat raw meat, and it was strictly for breaking down and dealing with raw meat and shit like that. We don't eat raw meat anymore.
Right. And that's what's so cool because that's like the mystery of it. They're like, they just assume that somewhere along the evolutionary chain, that organ was important. to
Correct.
us, and it no longer is. I'm like, we have fucking organs in our body that we don't need anymore. Like, how cool, like, what were we doing that we needed? And what was the function? Was that for like we were just tackling live game and eating it raw with
Yeah.
our
They were
teeth?
they were
and then-
eating rocks and shit. They were dumb as hell. It had to serve one purpose at one point in time.
Yeah.
That's what I figure. And then, so I got looking it up, and I'm like, do we have other organs that have little or no purpose in our body? It turns out
Sometimes my
yes.
penis, yeah.
So I brought it, see if I can get this link to work, but there was a link on here of other shit in our body I didn't even know we had.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. All right, this thing's called the plica simulunaris.
Nailed it.
Or the third eyelid is commonly referred to. So there's a third eyelid by that name that acts as a tear duct, like.
Oh, like in Men in Black when he had when he blinked one way and then he blinked a completely separate, different eyelid.
Yeah,
And that's how
I
he knew he was an
guess.
alien.
It goes all the way like by your ear duct, I guess, and that's what, like it helps tears drain or something like that. It opens like a little flap, but you don't need it. It's fucking weird. Like, what purpose did that serve along the caveman
Probably when
trail?
probably before Pangea. If you got stuck off of Pangea, it's a lot of water out there.
No shit.
What?
That's probably it to keep water out.
Oh, you apparently just didn't stick with me there. I said stick with me here.
think it's a gill or
Very similar to a gill.
10% of people still have the Darwin's point, which is a skin fold on your ear.
The Darwin's point. Everyone knows about that.
So 10% of people still have this. It's not even totally phased out, but it's like an extra joint that allows your ear to swivel or flop down like a dog.
Oh, that's
Really?
awesome.
So we used to be able to do that. Like you would hear a noise, you'd be like, "Ooh," and your fucking ear would point toward it.
I've never seen that.
That's definitely for hunting game.
Yeah.
That's for
Oh, yeah.
that's for when
Does
you're
that only exist in like Eastern Europe or something?
Has
Because
to.
I've never seen that.
I know.
to.
I haven't either. But they claim 10% of the people on the planet have it. Probably like when you go to third world like underdeveloped places or those islands where the people were just discovered like 20 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
I bet they still have that shit.
guaranteed.
Body hair has no purpose, obviously.
It doesn't?
No, not
Doesn't keep me
really.
warm?
They say that, but here it says no. I mean, obviously you don't need it. You can shave it all off.
Correct. Yeah, it's not going to kill you.
Wisdom teeth, we already know, no purpose. Why did we get still? So that was probably for extra like chewing meat and shit, right? Back in the day,
I would assume
I
so.
guess.
or eating sticks or something.
Yeah, just
I have mine.
eating dirt.
Yeah, I
You
still,
still have all yours?
still
I have
all
half of
mine,
mine.
too.
Mine are out.
I still have all mine.
Soft.
I got them out when I was like 16. My tonsils are still in though, and
Every
every time
dentist-
I go, I get told, "Oh,
Yes.
your tonsils are huge." I'm like, "Well, take them out. Like, what are we doing?"
But I guess you don't want to as an adult.
No, I
guess
heard it's
pretty
awful.
fucking bad.
Really?
Yeah, it's like way worse than when you were a kid. Getting them taken.
Kind of like getting mono.
Yeah,
Any
yes. Like
any
Sam
surgical
Darnold.
procedure seems to be 10 times worse when you're an adult, which is great. Can't
I
wait.
know. I wonder why that is. Because we're tougher than when we were kids.
Yeah, but your body stinks it.
Yeah, my
healing
body
itself.
stinks so
True.
bad.
That's true. Plus, I think you're at an age where you don't remember shit.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
maybe it was worse, and you just don't remember.
Mono, chicken pox, wisdom teeth, tonsils,
Yeah.
heart disease.
Sam
All
Darnold,
these are worse when you're
his
older.
career might end because of mono.
Yeah.
He may never be back. He'll be all fucked up. Walk with a limp forever. Who knows what's going to happen from mono at
Gets
24.
fucking scoliosis out of nowhere. Just a fucking mono.
Jets fans don't deserve that.
No, they don't.
Oh, I don't know if you know this, but male nipples serve no purpose.
I did know that. Actually.
I beg to differ.
Yeah, I mean, there's sensation there.
There is sensation.
It lets me know when it's too cold. Every time that I'm like, oh yeah, I do have nipples.
Can you imagine dudes walking around with no nipples? How weird that would look, though.
You look like a Ken doll.
Come on! You're not using the Action Network app?
Oh,
Stupid. Do you want to become a better sports gambler this NFL season?
yep.
Want to be informed about each week's matchups and see where people smarter than you are putting their money and
Yeah.
why?
Yep.
Then you need to download the Action Network app right now. I use it every day to track all my bets and the bets of those I follow every weekend. All my bets tracked in one easy place, and I never lose track of my record. I can track my record by last 7 days, last 30 days, and all time, and by each sport. It's just the best. Their win probability is second to none. They have all the real-time odds and lines, and I have instant access to all the data and expert analysis I could ever want. They're giving you the key to Green Dot City, baby. So let's go. Download the Action Network app and join their Week 2 NFL Pick'em Pool for a chance to win $2,000 using getaction.app/Todd or getaction.app/Diggs or /Raldsy or /Bubba Gumpino or /Pat, I believe.
Yep.
Use any of those links. Whichever one tickles your fancy. Getaction.app/one of our names, and you'll be good to go. Goodbye. We were talking about this
Body's weird, though.
Kyle's earlier, and I assume it was them yesterday who I was arguing with on the internet. We talked last week about White Claws and finding your flavor.
Uh-huh.
I was at a kid's 3-year-old birthday party yesterday. Awesome time. I'm kidding. It's great. And obviously there was claws floating around there. And so I tried every single flavor there. I was determined yesterday, besides mango, which I heard is great.
It is good.
And it wasn't there yesterday, though, so I can't
Couple
speak.
mongos.
I didn't speak to that.
By the way, I'm not to interrupt you, but kudos to those parents for allowing the other adults to drink.
Oh,
at
there
the
was.
3-year-old
I
birthday
mean, it was
party.
loaded with alcohol.
Because
I mean,
people that don't do that are the worst people on the planet. Like,
Yeah, I
don't
mean-
invite me to this party.
it was a party for the parents. It just happened to be a child's third
love
birthday
it.
as
Love
well.
it.
She's a cool mom.
Yeah, obviously.
So I tried all the flavors, and I decided that I like ruby grapefruit the best.
Oh,
Now here's the question: do you like or enjoy grapefruits?
I do not.
Exactly. Same. I hate grapefruit.
Hate
it
'em.
with a passion. And I tried the White Claw Ruby Grapefruit, and I was like, "Oh, this is pretty damn good."
Oh yeah, it's
this
delicious.
is delicious.
have you never tried the pink grapefruit?
Like in real life.
the fruit
Juice. The juice.
No, I'm out on all of them. I don't,
Don't
care
do
what
the
color
yellow
it
one.
is.
Do the pink one.
No, I don't
Put a
see
little-
color when it comes to grapefruit. I don't like any of them. They're all terrible.
I love. All right, so have you ever seen like the big like pickle jar of them, and they're floating in the juice? And
Grapefruits?
They're like peeled like
No.
pink grapefruits.
No.
Dude, if you eat those right out of the thing, they're so fucking good.
Oh, you mean like peaches in like a little peach cup?
yeah,
Similar
it
to
looks
that,
like
but
that, but they're pink grapefruit
Is
slices.
it just super bitter?
Nah, they're sweeter. The pink ones are sweeter. The other ones are The regular grapefruit.
I feel like grapefruit's something that maybe I tried when I was younger that I just...
It's a little I don't know.
You know what I mean?
stinks.
Like maybe I just didn't try it and just stayed away.
Apparently, it's
from
good
it.
for diets though, because when we were doing the weight loss contest, I was told to do grapefruit, but it was tough.
I was eating the shit.
Yeah,
out of
because
it.
you eat it once and then it's so disgusting in your mouth and you can't get the taste out of your mouth. You don't want to eat anything. I think I have such a biased hatred towards them because when I was younger, I used to always think they were oranges when they were in the fridge, and my dad would eat them. So I'd bite into one and like, oh, isn't an orange?
I know. Hey, but why is it so hard, by the way, to find a good orange? Like it used to. I just remember oranges just always being super sweet and delicious. And anymore, like I've probably 6 different times bought oranges, and they're fuck. You ever get the ones that are kind of chewy? The skin's kind of chewy.
I don't like oranges.
Yeah.
So I a long time ago, I decided I was out on oranges. And just make your life easier. They taste way better. Just go to the clementine.
Oh yeah, that's right. The
hate
smaller
that.
ones.
Yeah, they're small. They're so easy to peel apart.
They're a zero
Nice
miss.
little bite size.
You're right. You're right.
Just do yourself a favor. Put oranges out of your brain and just switch to clementines.
I would agree with that. That's good advice.
Yeah.
I've never had a bad clementine.
No, they're
You ever had a
impossible.
clementine, Nick?
Yeah.
Changed
That's what I
your
just said.
life.
It's a great idea. It's a good
Yeah.
call.
Perfect little delicious slices. Mm-hmm. But anyways, my flavor I believe is the grapefruit.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it because I like the others. I get it, but nothing's like made me go, oh wow, that's my drink yet of the White Claws.
Correct. But anyways, so I tweeted out since we talked about it. Found my flavor, ruby grapefruit, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
A little sugary though. Not sure if I'm in or out on the White Claws. Anyways,
I think their whole selling point is not a lot of sugar.
I don't know. I can feel.
I think you're right.
I can feel it on my teeth. I can feel it on my teeth after. I hate that
That's
feeling.
the carbonation.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Maybe it's mental. Maybe you're just used to things like that being really sugary. And
Maybe
your mind's tricking.
could have
you.
been
Yeah.
because
Tricked
I
by the can.
also think I mentally gave myself a headache after because I thought there was sugar in it. But anyways, besides the point, I tweeted that out, and I'm sure a bunch of Kyles. I got them from a bunch of Kyles. Man card, vagina. Man card. And I get that. That was a thing in like I don't know 2001.
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, why can't men enjoy things that I guess were intended for women and women enjoy things that were intended for men? And why can't we just enjoy what we enjoy?
Yeah.
I don't think that I should have my quote-unquote man card
Agreed.
taken away for enjoying a delicious, refreshing beverage that also makes me forget about my life.
I agree. That's gone away. That's a thing of the past. If you're still stuck on that, then you still don't think that two people of the same sex should get married. You think a lot of things. I
Correct,
think,
correct.
If you're still into that. If I want to drink a fucking margarita, I'll drink a margarita.
Especially a frozen strawberry one. They're delicious.
Frozen strawberry one. I'll put fruit fucking hanging in the top of it. I'll drink a sangria. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, sangria's delicious.
yeah. You're not gonna make fun of me anymore.
I gotta be
We're
honest.
li-
I threw my man card away a long time ago because I had so many things in my wallet, and it was just taking up space, and it never really did anything. For
Never
me.
did anything.
I couldn't cash it in and get punches and get a
Nope.
free whiskey.
It does
with
nothing for you.
You know.
It does nothing for you.
You do get 10% off at your local fucking motocross event, but other than
Yeah.
that,
I wasn't into it, you know. I did BMX for a while there when I was like 16, but then I got a car and I just never rode a bike again. So
I do think you get 15% off fireworks.
that's cool.
That's like the only.
They were
benefit
illegal
that's
for
still
most of my life in Pennsylvania.
Right,
so.
right.
I just don't think like
Don't hang on to your man card. It's not a real thing anymore.
can we just live? Can we just live and let others live?
Oh yeah, I totally agree. I should be if it's something is delicious, you should drink it. It doesn't matter. That's not a thing anymore. You don't identify how manly a person is, but because he chooses to drink or eat something that's delicious.
Correct.
You know what a real man does? He doesn't worry about other people's business. He
Exactly.
Right. That's
keeps
right.
to himself.
That's right.
Were they coming at you for the flavor or just for the claw in general?
Claw in general, but I was getting a lot of grapefruit hate as well. Apparently I'm wrong.
I mean, I'm a
Well,
lime guy personally, but
See, the lime just tasted like if I was to order a vodka tonic or not vodka. What's the
Soda.
other one? Soda at the bar.
yeah, I mean, it's what
Not
it
a
is.
lot of flavor there with the lime. I did take a Mio when they were out of the rubies, the grapefruits.
Yeah.
And squirt some Mio into the lime.
You're making your own.
Oh yeah.
Were you just packing Mio around with you?
I always stay loaded with Mios on me.
He always has it.
I do.
Always. That's a good idea though. That sweetens it.
I mean, yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. It tasted very delicious.
Last show we talked about how White Claw said that they were having a shortage nationwide.
Why?
So a fraternity in Texas, I think Austin in particular, bought $7,500 worth of White Claws just to store them.
Yeah,
it's like
smart.
over 400 cases of White Claw.
That's what Nick was going to do with Four Loko.
Yeah, that was Pat's plan when the original Four Loko formula was banned. No shortage, literally banned by the government because
People
of
were
how
dying.
terrible
Yeah,
it was.
because it was
Pat was going to give me a bunch of money, and I was supposed to buy up a bunch of cases, and we were going to store them in a warehouse, and we were going to be basically bootleggers, modern day bootleggers, and sell those things on the street, way marked up. But this frat is smart because they're just going to let all the sorority girls know, hey, we got you covered. Come to our place.
Yeah, I mean, it's
No
genius.
shit.
I don't understand. Like the Four Loko, we should, if there was any leftover of the original, we could reverse engineer it, put it out on the market for 6 months to a year before. Because did the Four Loko company get in trouble for selling liquid cocaine?
Yeah.
Oh, they did get in trouble.
Yeah.
there were a lot of deaths.
I didn't know if there was a downside to us selling it for 6 months to a year to make money.
It was like,
And they get banned.
I mean, it's like anything else when something comes out. It's like vaping right now where everyone's taking a hammer to vaping where it's
I get nervous every single time I put that in my mouth now.
well, yeah, because you've been fear-mongered
Yeah.
by the news.
I could feel the popcorn popping in my lungs.
I think with everything that's coming out though now, nothing has been tested over time, so nobody knows.
No, exactly.
It's like the keto diet. Like,
I don't know, I just
no
know-
no one's ever done the keto for 10 years.
Caveman
you
did
know
it for
what
a
I
long
mean?
time.
True.
But
True
it's
that.
everything in moderation. It's like the Four Loko. People got in trouble because the kids that were getting sick and going to the hospital off the Four Loko were using it as like Jaeger bombs, and instead of using the energy drink like Red Bull or something, they were using the Four Loko and pouring the Jaeger into that, and they were just like doubling up on it and just going ham.
Yeah,
Also, you were drinking it like it was an energy drink, so you would drink 2 and you were fucked.
Yeah.
and you were driving and you just died.
that was you, Todd.
Yeah, I did that once. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Picture Todd just in his cop outfit crushing Four Loko.
Yeah, I'm getting tired. Instead of coffee, I'll just have a Four Loko.
What about that dude? That video you guys sent from that dude at Ohio University, the one that got electrocuted.
Oh, I didn't see that. Nick was talking about it
Oh
earlier.
yeah, it was in the group chat. I think Pat sent it, and it was a dude who was
Friday?
climbing a telephone pole and grabbed onto one of the wires up top, which has got to be hands down one of the most moronic, idiotic things you
yeah,
can do.
because it wasn't a telephone pole; it was an electrical pole.
Yeah, and the one of the transformers literally like exploded in his face, and he just got launched off the thing. He's alive though; he's in the hospital recovering.
Oh my God.
dude. Friday.
I just watched it for the first time. That's like Timmy from Jurassic Park when he
Yep.
got electrocuted on the
It's
fence.
exactly what it was like.
He gets hit once, and you can see that he can't let go, like his body clings
Yeah.
to it. So then he gets hit again, and he just ragdolls
Fucking dead,
down
lifeless
the pole.
body falls to the ground. We could say that though, because apparently he's alive.
He's alive. He's
For
pretty,
now.
pretty fried, though.
Yeah, there's if you see it online in the Twitter thread, there's pictures of him in the hospital afterwards. His skin's all charred and black.
He's
on
gonna
his
be
arm. It
fucked
looks
up forever.
disgusting.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's
That-
lost a lot of brain cells, I assume.
That and I think it like it melts like muscle tissue and tendons, and
Yeah,
so
I
you
mean
have
that's
scar tissue
day
throughout
one
your body.
stuff. When you're a kid, you look up, you see the electrical wires.
you don't
up
touch
there,
those.
Yeah,
Or at
do it.
least you do what you're supposed to do and you throw a stick at it, and if the stick doesn't get electrocuted, then you're good to grab on.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, that's what I always did.
wood, not a great conductor of electricity.
Birds can land on there because it has to run through your body to electrocute.
They have
you,
rubber
right?
feet.
So when you're on a pole and you're touching the pole and then you grab the wire, it runs through your body into the pole, right?
It's a conductor.
Yeah. So birds land on there, no problem. I don't know why
Because they're not grabbing on. It's not. There's
it
nothing
doesn't
to run through.
No, exactly. So I don't.
So you're saying tightrope walkers, fine.
just jump and grab it with one hand and just hang with one hand.
I don't know if I'd even recommend that.
I wouldn't either. I don't-
In the police academy, the power company always comes down and gives a demonstration because they want you to know about electrical poles
Sure.
and the lines for if there's a crash, right? And they're like, you can't get anywhere near it, blah, blah, blah. So they have these videos they show you of squirrels. They get popped, similar to how this guy got popped. And then they do a live one in front of you where they bring in like a transformer and a little mini setup. And then they put like a fake squirrel up there and it touches the thing and it does that right in front of you. Like, it's pretty awesome to see. Well, I wouldn't want it to happen to me. I told you about that meth head that burned Heffy's face off where I'm from.
Did you?
Yeah, I think. Then I
Let's
told you.
revisit that because I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember. No.
He was fucking. You talk about dumb. He went up there to steal copper off the fucking
Oh,
pole
Hilarious.
and fucking got fried in the same way.
Where's like the copper wiring inside of the electrical wires?
I don't know if it's inside there, if it's wrapped around something else on the pole, but
The thing that's literally
some point-
making it all conduct.
yeah, I assume. And then maybe there's extra copper up there, and he went for that. But something happened where he lost his balance or something and grabbed the line, and now like half his face is melted. He doesn't have an ear on this side. It's just like Two-Face. Like that's what he looks like.
It's a price of copper, man. It's high. Take half your face with it.
Yeah, meth. That's a hell of a drug. I would climb up that pole and get $2.50 worth of copper off there. I don't know, man.
That's what you'll be screaming out at the point of climax because you're lasting longer in bed. Because that's what every guy wishes for. Lasting longer in bed. We've all tried crazy things to keep ourselves distracted during sex, like thinking about baseball, football even, saying the Pledge of Allegiance in our head. But none of that stuff really works. Yeah. But I have some great news for all of you. The folks at Roman, an online men's health company, are changing the game with Roman Swipes. Roman Swipes are the secret to longer lasting sex. But what are the swipes? Well, they're a clinically proven way to last longer in bed.
Oh.
They're effective, easy to use, fast acting, and doctor recommended. But important, listen, don't require a prescription.
Love that. It's the best part.
There's no red tape.
Those are the best.
I don't want to go through all that.
Roman can ship swipes to you in a discreet, unmarked packaging, and each swipes packet is small enough to hide in your wallet for whenever you need it. So throw out that man card and put in a couple Roman swipes.
You got extra room now.
Those
Swipes
the
are
best.
great. They will not transfer to your partner, so you can last longer without worrying. They're super easy to use. Just take the swipes out of the packet, apply, let it dry, and you're good to go. That's it. Keep Roman Swipes in your back pocket for longer, better sex, and get yours fast with free 2-day shipping by visiting getroman.com/USA. That's GETROMAN.com/USA.
I got a story for you.
Yeah.
A South Florida woman who claimed to be a psychic fortune teller has been sentenced to 3 years and 4 months in prison for taking $1.6 million from a Texas woman to remove a curse from her family. So she met this woman, convinced her that her family had a curse, and that she would then need $1.6 million to buy like crystals and things like this to remove the curse from her family. And for some reason, this is against the law.
Yeah, that sounds
and
like
she's
good
going
business.
to jail. This is the dumbass lady's fault for giving her one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's going to jail.
if I'm that lady, like, I'm like, prove it. Prove I didn't remove the curse.
True.
Because I say I did. How are you going to prove that?
Also, you know, if your family's been cursed, there is no amount of money too high to remove that.
No.
If you got it, use it. She's obviously rich.
I mean, you can't put a price on curses being removed.
No. But I got to think if you have $1.5 million and that gets rid of it, it's worth it.
Or even $1.6 million.
The lady's name, by the way,
Yeah.
the psychic fortune teller. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this is her God-given family name or not, but her last name is You Want a Witch.
You want to witch?
UWANAWICH. You Want a Witch.
Love it.
I don't. That's why, like, con men. I don't think they should go to jail.
Well, I mean,
I think you should if it's completely fraud. If, like, I know this is a fake business that you're investing
if you're
in.
ripping people off, but if you're literally sitting down and telling them and they're handing you that kind of money,
Yeah.
that's on them.
Yeah, that's why I think this whole thing. I don't know.
I think if I create a fake business or something like that and trick you into investing in it, like the Madoff thing, that's definitely illegal, fraud, go to jail. But who says the curses aren't real? Like, how can the government define that and say if you go around telling people that you're removing curses is against the law?
I know.
I thought there was freedom of religion in this country.
That's what I'm saying. We don't mix church and state.
Not that I disagree with you guys. I think the issue comes with the Miss Yuanowicz
Yeah.
presented this lady saying, "Oh no, you're cursed." There was nothing previous before that to indicate there was a curse. It was, "Oh no, you are cursed. Now I'll fix it."
But how did they? Does it say like how they met? Like, did she call her?
I don't know how they met.
I don't know if you know this or not. Your family's cursed.
But like,
Like she just
You might wanna get rid of that.
also shout out to the victim for being that that fucking dumb
Yeah.
and having $1.6 million.
Yeah, how does that happen?
I don't know.
God.
But in my US of A, in my country where I pay taxes, you convince someone that their family's cursed and they pay you $1.6 million, you should be celebrated.
Good
That's
on
capitalism,
You. Good
baby.
on you, I say. I mean, that's a hell of a. I think that's, and I don't know. That's nothing that's tangible. You know what I mean? There's no way to prove it. There's no way that you think she'll get convicted.
I don't know if it said
I hope
sentenced or
not.
not, but hold on, let me read it again.
I would love to be.
Yeah, she's been sentenced.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sentenced to 3 years and 4 months.
Despicable. Free you want to witch.
I would
Free you on a witch.
As soon as they said guilty, I would have looked at the judge and said, I just put a curse on you. Good luck.
Oh, and then on the other side, Felicity Hoffman, 14 days in jail.
Who?
The college scandal.
Oh,
Felicity
yeah,
Hoffman.
yeah.
What's his name's wife?
Yeah.
From Shameless. Mm-hmm. What's his name?
The Full House lady.
William H. Macy.
William H. Macy.
The Full House lady.
Lori Loughlin.
different one.
That's
Different one. There was 2 of them involved. Todd, what is 14 days in jail going to do to you?
Nothing. Right?
Nothing.
I don't know.
It's basically like a vacation away from your family, I assume.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things,
She's
14 days.
She's going to a women's prison, white collar.
Yeah. I mean,
It's probably a resort.
her kid got on the rowing team, so who gives a fuck? Right?
Yeah, it's
Worth
whatever.
it. 14 days, that's just good parenting. I'll do 14 days in jail if you can play.
But
If
do
you can get
do
on the rowing
people
team.
routinely get sent to jail for 14 days?
Yeah.
You feel like at that point they just give them whatever it's called, service. You know,
Community
Yeah,
service.
community
Exactly,
service or
yeah.
House
just
arrest.
probation, house arrest for a month or something.
I feel like if we're going to send you to jail, it's either you should go to jail for 0 days or a minimum 6 months.
Usually, like 14 days is like you got contempt of court or something. Like you told the judge to go fuck
I'll
himself.
hold
or
you
something.
in contempt.
14 days, see you in a couple weeks. You know, something like that. I don't see that as a sentence for a full charge. What was she charged with? I forget what that's even called.
Bribing?
Probably something like that.
Bribery? Don't fucking.
Bribery, yeah, it's bribery.
Bribery's a
right?
real
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
I just
probably
don't
what it
think.
was.
I just don't think 14 days is enough.
14 days in jail. Nick, you look hungover. Did you have a good one last night?
I do not look hungover. That's a blatant lie. No, I had a couple old
travel
fashions
schedule.
and a couple whiskeys. Yeah, I did basically sleep all day Saturday. Put myself in a coma.
What time do you guys
you
get
guys hit
back
it
Friday
hard.
night?
About 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
The whole week I compared it to like since. So we would normally get in right here around 9. Mm-hmm. 9:15.
Right.
But now with the live show, we're all waking up at 5:30, 5:45, 6
Yep.
to get in here at that time. So like, it's first off, it's hard to get used to that. Mm-hmm. And then we traveled, and there's just so much shit going on. We now have a live show every day, and we still have to do. Now we've added a podcast,
Yeah.
so 5 podcasts, 5 live shows. Pat's calling a game. I don't understand how he's living right now.
I don't
and it's
either.
week 1.
Because just the change of schedule and getting up early alone, like become like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I feel it.
That 2:30
I'm like,
feeling is real.
I really could use a nap right now.
But completely forgot where I was gonna go. Oh, I compared it to every single day. I kind of felt like, do you ever go like to Vegas or an all inclusive or something there, or somewhere where you just destroy your body for like 3 or 4 straight days? The day when you get back from that vacation, like you've had a night's sleep, but you're still not back
Oh,
to
yeah,
normal.
yeah.
That's how I described it. How I felt all week long,
Oh, yeah.
and that's how you feel like that 2:30, 3 o'clock feeling is.
Traveling does it to you, man. It
really-
does. Like I said, I'm not Pat's doing it. This is the most grueling schedule I think I've ever heard of.
He's the hardest working man in sports.
Yeah.
That blog comes out, or vlog, believe comes out this morning.
Oh, really?
Evan Foxy's been working hard on it all week.
Sweet.
Pat's entire week, our entire week. Should be incredible. But
Is
yeah,
that going to be a weekly thing?
yes,
Every week?
It'll
Every
be,
week?
It'll be a weekly thing.
Nice.
Everything.
That'll be
I
cool.
believe it's coming out on Mondays. Could be wrong. Could be completely wrong. But the last time I heard it was Monday mornings. It's going to be incredible. Should do great on the YouTube, I believe.
You should. Did you see the Storm 51 guy? The Storm Area 51 guy?
Backed out.
Backed out of his own festival?
I thought they were moving it. I thought he was moving it to.
I saw you backed out.
he
Last
backed
I
out.
saw, he was trying to move it to downtown Las Vegas because of some type of safety.
Because he's afraid.
concerns.
Because
Yeah.
he's afraid of getting shot.
This was last week.
It's getting a
and
little too real for him.
He said, I just don't think this is going to come together in time. So I'm
Yeah,
backing
so
out. And
the
then
woman who owns the Alien Inn or something like that, the Alien Inn,
Get it.
who teamed up with him to host this festival, told him she secured all the permits and just blatantly lied to his face. Didn't do anything. So he didn't want to get in trouble with the law, which is hilarious that he's willing to risk it with the Area 51 guards, but not the local police. So he was going to move. He was going to move Alienstock to downtown Las Vegas because, and I quote, Alienstock is a brand that is all-encompassing and does not discriminate or hate amongst fellow people. So Alienstock is now a brand, and he's worried about brand awareness.
Well, why the fuck? Why having it in the middle of the desert was discrimination against people, but having it in Vegas was not?
I mean, if we learned one thing from Billy McFarland, if it's not planned, just double down on it. Just keep going.
That's what he said.
Go
He
for
said,
it.
I don't want to have Firefest 2.0.
I mean, I think you do, because
I
that's
think
incredible pub for you.
Exactly.
She claims she had 20 bands booked and 2 comedians.
That's a lot.
So she said local bands. There's only like 600 people that live in that local town.
They all
that are
have a
going to put
band.
it on
They
it.
all have a band.
They have to be in multiple bands for that math to add up.
The 2 comedians at a festival too is hysterical.
Oh, God. It's going to be
Did
a
you get
couple
a call?
open micers.
Did you get a call, Todd?
No.
Would you do Alien Fest?
I definitely would go just for the story because I'm sure it.
Do you have a lot of alien material? You could
No,
probably
but I would have had some by the
You
time
can
I got there.
whip some up.
Can you imagine? Like, even if we knew this was going to be a shit show, I still would take the booking. I'm sure Pat
For
would have signed
sure.
off on it just to go so I could come back with the fucking story.
Yeah, that's worth it
It
alone.
would be so fucking awesome. Just telling a bunch of fucking
Oh, wait, that's
jokes
week-
at some
that's
stage
this
of
week, right? The
People
raid?
that have nothing to drink or eat.
It's supposed to be like the 20th through the 22nd. Yeah, that whole festival.
Yeah.
So
Oh, no. The raid, though, is on the 20th, right?
I think so. Yeah.
The Storm Area
Yeah.
51.
Yeah.
That's not going to last a couple days. That's going to last maybe a couple seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited to
It's
see
going to
them.
line up and be like, yeah,
I'm excited to see them die this week.
that'd be awesome if like 1,000 people get mowed
The
down.
week's always goes faster when you're looking forward to death at the end of it.
I think so. Just 2 Apache helicopters come down.
I mean,
Take out the whole
it
crowd.
better be live streamed.
Yeah.
Somebody
Somebody will do it. for
I'd
sure.
pay. Let me think about my bank account right now. I'd pay $76
to go.
not to go, but to watch the live stream
On pay-per-view.
of people just getting mowed down.
They should. They should pay-per-view that.
That's why, like, I think, what's the movie where they put him on the island and the last one living wins? Katniss.
Hunger
Everdeen.
Games.
Oh yeah.
Hunger Games, shit like that. Like the movie with like Stone Cold in it and stuff, like where they're all The fact that we don't have that on TV right now is there's not enough killing on TV, in my opinion.
They tried to do it in was it Russia?
Yeah, there was a Russian billionaire.
Did that ever go off though? I mean,
I don't know. I
because
remember
we talked about it.
Yeah. Like it was in the planning stages.
Maybe the first week that we ever did the shows.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think once you do that, though, you're opening up a can of worms. You're just going to end up with
the
purge happening.
Fine with that too.
I don't think you are, Tone.
It is baby
Fine
steps
with that.
towards the purge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean I'm not fine? You think I would die during the purge?
Tell me what your plan would be during the purge.
50-50 shot I'd die. Okay. I'm not saying there's a 100% chance I live. But I assume if the purge ever does happen, they got to give you 3-year warning.
Yeah.
Because you got to save funds, you got to build your shelters, you got to come up with plans. I feel like you need a 3-year warning for the first purge.
Yeah. And I feel like people are just going to wander
give
around.
me 3 years, I'll be fine. I'll come up with a.
It's like burglars. They go for easy targets. You know what I mean? Like your house. Oh, you don't have an alarm system. You don't have stickers up saying you have an alarm. You don't have evidence of a dog. I'll hit your house. It's gonna be like that. They're just gonna wander around and look for easy prey. Like if you just even like put pictures up, just like a silhouette in your window of a guy with a gun where it looks like somebody's shadow, shit like that. They're not gonna fuck with
I don't know. Have you seen the purges? I mean,
They do. There's certain groups of humans that like to come after the rich.
There's like swinging axe blades and walking down the street in an alley.
In
It gets
reality-
intense.
In reality, I think there's going to be a purge credit card that comes out. They're going to give you $500,000 to fortify yourself, get everything ready, and then you're going to be in insufferable debt for the rest of your life. That's the worst case scenario.
Oh yeah.
Oh, instead of
I'll
student
sign me up for
loans?
that. Yeah.
because everybody would get that loan.
I
Like,
mean,
I gotta get ready for the
I
purge.
would for sure just leave, right? Like
I-
that's an option.
Take your boat.
Just go somewhere else.
Yeah, for
It's
you.
not a very Kyle move of you.
Go to another country.
Well, you guys could
Oh.
come with me. You know what
Typical
I mean? You know what?
Canadian behavior, I'm just gonna sit this one out, guys.
Here's how fucking dumb I am. Boy, oh boy, am I going to sound fucking dumb here. Those movies, watched all of them. Didn't even realize. I thought it was a worldwide event. I thought the Purge was a worldwide event. Didn't realize it was just a country. And why the fuck are those rich people risking it and staying in their house instead
one
of
of the
going
movies is literally titled Election Year.
I know.
Yeah.
I think it's
That's
more.
why I prefaced this with saying how dumb I was going to sound. Why are those rich people not just going to like
I
the
think it-
Bahamas for a vacation?
Well, I think it's more of a thing for the rich people to feel more power to survive the purge. You know what I mean? An ego thing.
Put your ego aside. You
Till
check,
a truck,
you check
of
that ego.
swinging axe blades goes through their metal wall.
Or like Death Race would be cool with me. I mean, Death Race is incredible.
Death
Yeah,
race
I'm
is
cool
re-
with
I'm
let's
good with that. Yeah.
let's have the criminals and the convicts compete to the death.
Yeah.
Let's leave us normies out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
I wasn't the one who said let's. Kyle brought up the fucking
yeah, I know.
Purge.
No.
Sadistic Kyle.
No, you said it was
You're,
going to lead.
you're
towards-
backtracking to where you started. Tom.
You said all of these fun killing shows were going to lead to a Purge.
I said if you wanted to watch the Hunger Games live, real on TV, you're going to end up with the purge, and that's not.
He's
a lie.
right. You
Dude,
did start this.
if they start, if we do get a purge, buy your Cabela stock immediately.
Oh, yeah,
all
yeah,
those kind of stores, sporting goods stores, anything that sells guns,
Safe
shit
companies.
like that. Yes, buy stock in it right now, because it would be kind of fun to prepare all year.
Wouldn't it?
Just go out and pick your gun for the month. Oh yeah, I'll get this. This looks like a good gun. Just
Bunch of fucking Rambos
Yeah.
walking around.
fortifying your walls in your house, all that stuff. That'd be kind of cool. I would get some landmines.
Oh,
Put them in my
that's smart.
yard.
That
Or
is
some
smart.
claymores. Wonder where you get claymores.
yeah. Where do you get those?
I think
I'm gonna have to go to Nicaragua next week, guys, and see if I can get some claymores.
we had as a kid near where we lived, there was a store, and for first 17 years of my life, never went in it because I didn't control where I went.
right.
My parents did. Didn't have a car or anything like that. And we would drive by it all the time. It was called Ralph's Army Surplus.
Oh, the best.
The stores are great.
And I always, for my entire childhood, just figured there was like just grenades and claymores and rocket launchers and stuff like that in this Army Surplus store. And you go in there and that's not what it is.
No.
Just old fatigue.
If you need like camo and like some cool knives.
Yeah,
Right.
a couple knives, some patches for your jacket.
Yeah.
It is
That's
still, it
about
is a
it.
cool store,
yeah.
but not what I thought it was going to be.
No, not at all.
But I'm sure if the Purge does happen, stores with claymores and stuff like that would pop up.
Yeah, probably. There would definitely be like a black market
Oh my God.
explosion. No pun intended, but there would be people like totally selling that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, because right now there's those people that go down to like countries that are in civil unrest all the time, and like War Pigs or whatever that movie was with
War
Jonah
Dogs.
Hill, War
Yeah.
Dogs. Those people really exist. They go all over the world selling it.
Gun runners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we would create a market here. That'd be kind of cool.
It would be really cool.
Maybe we get in that business. Maybe we start our own War Dogs business, and we sell the shit to people.
I mean, if we're being honest, I assume the company here invests a decent amount to protect this building.
Yeah,
and
we'd
we
fortify
all
this.
just hang out in here.
We'd fortify this whole
Puts.
motherfucker.
I'll be up on the roof, Bobbly Swagger style.
Oh yeah.
You were afraid to climb the ladder to get on the roof last week.
Well, I mean, we're gonna put a different way to get up to the roof. You can't trust me. If we're having a
I
Purge
think it should
situation,
be
you can't just get on a roof with a ladder.
I think it should be difficult to get on the roof. I don't think it should be easy.
you'll end up having a hatch.
No, I'm
from
saying
the
yeah, it's from inside the
okay.
building.
Yeah.
We're not fucking. There will be no way to get up on the roof from the outside.
Yeah, and we'd have to put concertina wire wrapped around
Yes.
the whole thing. It's not gonna be easy for sure. We and I think we need an aircraft. We get RPG'd. If we had a helicopter, somebody would RPG us.
Don't
right
leave.
away.
If I've learned anything, you do not leave your place.
Yeah, stay put.
I'd be like,
it's only
what's-
24 hours.
I'd be like, what's his name in Tremors? The guy who has his own fucking bomb shelter and shit like that. Earl. Mm-hmm. I think his name was Earl.
Yeah, with
sure.
who's the country singer?
Who? Oh yeah. Reba McEntire.
Reba McEntire.
Yeah, her husband in the movie
Yeah.
with his fucking elephant gun, putting holes in Tremors,
That guy was so
pipe
cool.
bombs. God, what a classic movie.
Can you imagine being a prepper like that, or somebody that expects doomsday, or a doomsday prepper,
I think it's a cool life.
and then actually an event happens to where it
Oh,
becomes
I couldn't
necessary?
imagine.
Told you.
Yeah,
Told you
suck
all.
It. Suck it. I got a fact or fiction for you guys.
Love
You
it.
wanna do
Can't wait.
All right.
Love that he's
Why
gonna get
the
inside of
fuck you
Zito's brain to try to
lying?
find this fact or
Why
fiction.
you always lying? Oh my God.
It only makes sense to Zito.
Fucking lying.
You don't know if I'm lying or not. It could be telling the truth. That's why it's called fact or fiction. All right, you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. This is, by the way, this one's in honor of our friend Ryan Niemiller, who has made the finals in America's Got Talent.
Yes, he did.
Finalist, big deal.
He's a finalist. It's a very big deal, especially for a comedian. So this is in honor of him. All right. We know Simon Cowell as a talent manager, TV producer, entrepreneur, host of American Idol and America's Got Talent. But before he was a juggernaut in the entertainment and music industry, Cowell served 5 years in the British Royal Marines. He opted to end his military service under the Crown when he was turned down for a position in the Queen's Royal Guard because he was too short. At that time, guards had a minimum height requirement of 6 foot 2 inches. And Simon Cowell knew he was under that at 5 foot 8 inches. But he and 2 other applicants challenged the legality of the requirement. Their challenge was rejected, but it did cause a change in the minimum requirement the following year to be lowered to 5 foot 10. Is this piece of historical and entertainment trivia fact or fiction?
Fact. Simon, I assume, definitely served just by his personality. He's got a good physique,
He's got the haircut.
good build. He's angry all the time because he got turned down because of his height.
Oh, like the chip. That's where the chip on his shoulder comes from.
Correct. Also, he looks much taller than that on TV.
He does.
This 5'8" is very
TV
surprising.
fools you, though. You know.
He's had some work done.
Lifts, like in his legs?
Potentially. I mean, if you're willing to alter your face, I'm assuming lifts are not out of the question.
Like they just put extra bone in your legs to grow?
No,
He
I
has
was
the money
talking
for
about, like I said, I'm assuming if you're willing to get your face altered, you're not above wearing shoes with lifts.
Oh, I thought you said he's had some things done. Like,
He has in his face.
Dick expected a hydraulic press to put in his shin.
like we got Go-Go Gadget fucking legs in here?
legs.
Wouldn't let him guard the queen because he wasn't tall enough. What do you say, Gump?
I'm just going fiction. Just
Fiction.
going against whatever Tony just said.
He's gonna fade you. All
It
right.
does sound plausible because he is the type of guy to fight the system like that
Oh,
and do
yeah.
it his own way. That being said, I'm going fiction. I think you're full of shit.
Okay. All right, Bailey.
That's an instant fiction. Diggs was agreeing with you half a second into you talking about this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, every single thing that you wrote and said there,
Made sense.
well, that might be an issue. Thinking back on it, that might be an issue.
All right. We got 1 fact, 3 fictions. This piece of historical and entertainment trivia is indeed fiction. I made it all up.
You did well.
Yeah.
You fucking dealt. My simpleton ass brain was like, yeah, well, that makes sense.
It made sense to me. I looked at Simon Cowell. I was like, I wonder if he's in the military. Because we were talking about British
Was he
Royal
in the military or
Marines
no?
and shit with Petro from DAZN.
Was any of it?
I don't
true?
know.
Was he in the British Royal Marines?
I don't think so. No, I think he's always.
Is he
been in
5'8"?
entertainment. He's 5'9". Internet says 5'9", so I assume he's really.
He was
5'8",
kind of a chunky
5'7".
slob back in the day, right?
He's
Yeah.
not
And then
looking
he had a
that
little bit of a glow up.
great right now.
Honestly, I haven't seen him since the very first American Idol.
look at the latest
It's like
picture.
20 years
of-
ago.
He's definitely aged, but he's still like got a good. He's probably 55, 56 years old. I don't know.
That's a
Just
lie
guessing.
by me. I actually watched season 2 with Ruben Studdard and Clay Aiken.
Whatever happened to Ruben?
He's dead.
Ruben is.
Yeah.
2004 was a
Yeah,
bad
he's
year.
carrying
for
around
him.
a lot of weight.
Also, fun height fact.
Yeah.
This happened on Friday night while we were watching the game. Chris Berman is 6'5". That
Seriously?
blew my mind.
I guess you never really see him in context like standing next to other people,
Well, and then
unless it's like studio arranged.
Ruben Studdard is not dead. I don't want that on my fucking conscience.
Damn, Nick.
because that
I
would've been
thought
a
he
real
was
issue
dead.
for
You were
us.
so quick
I
on that call.
thought for
dude.
sure
he's
he was
fine.
dead.
He's fine, everybody. Not career-wise. but,
What do you think? A bunch of people were in their cars like, no, not Ruben.
There's at least one person out there that was devastated to
Yeah,
hear that.
for sure.
Is Clay alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, Clay's very much alive. He still does well, I think, for himself. He's got a following. I don't
Really?
know about Ruben. Ruben's probably like just doing commercials.
Has Clay changed his haircut? Because that hair was horrendous.
He stinks.
I know he was on something a year or two ago I saw, and I was like, holy shit, he's still around. It was some kind of like event on TV or something.
Oh, he looks exactly like fuck. Yep. We're gonna have to Oh, he looks like my grandma.
That's it. That's what I was trying
Have
to
you
think
seen
of.
him?
Yeah, it's not good.
It's,
He doesn't age well.
He
Yeah,
looks
Come
like
on.
he looks like a grandma.
he does.
Jesus, how old is
Short, silver fox.
It's not good.
It looks corpse-like.
Yeah,
So-
he's
If you've ever, and you guys will look this up, but if you ever see like when a grandma hits about, I would say 64, 65, they stop really caring about their hair. They just cut it kind of short, kind of a little butchy, and then it's just totally white. That's what he looks like.
He looks like
hold on.
a bootleg
You're looking
Anderson
at the
Cooper.
wrong person.
No. Well, if I was looking at the wrong person, it was because I Googled Clay Aiken and that's the pictures that popped up. He is 40 years old.
Yeah, he's younger than me. I know that.
And he looks
He looks like a wax museum version of Anderson Cooper.
Yeah. How?
A shitty one.
So he's just one of those dudes born like my buddy. He was gray, like silver headed at like 32.
I think maybe he dyed it because there's a lot of pictures of him not with gray hair.
Oh, I wish I could look 60.
I mean, he looks just like Jack Frost from the Santa Claus movies.
That's a good call.
Oh, he
actually,
does.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
America voted for this guy?
So most of the older Idol people didn't end up great, right?
Just Kelly.
Just Kelly.
Kelly and
Just
her
Kelly.
fucking dominating
Daughtry
show.
had a good run.
Is he still out there?
Yeah, he's still making
I heard
music.
him. He was DJing something on Sirius.
What?
One of the
DJing?
channels, Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like a love this fucking hit.
Yeah. Exactly.
This is Chris Daughtry.
Yep.
Yeah. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
You ever buy something online only to find out later you missed a discount?
Yeah.
I don't overspend anymore thanks to Honey. Honey's a free browser add-on that finds me the best deals online. The app magically auto-applies the best deal to my card at checkout.
Awesome.
They find you discount and coupons across 37,000 sites.
How many?
Like 37,000.
Wow. A lot of
sites like Amazon,
Oh.
Sephora, Best Buy, Nordstrom. Ever heard of them?
Heard of them?
And more. With Honey, I don't worry about missing a deal. I just shop like normal. Honey handles all the rest. All right, I used it to buy 3 dog bowls from Amazon.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I saved $8.25.
Really?
That's a big deal.
Big time
I'm
savings.
always spending money on these dogs, and now
how much did you save?
I'm saving money every time I do it. Honey has saved its 10 million members an average of $28.61.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a good amount.
Honey members have already saved more than $800 million. Oh. Not bad for something that's completely free and takes just 2 clicks to install. Honey has over 100,000 plus 5-star reviews on the Google Chrome store, and the Time Magazine called Honey basically free money.
Wow.
When Time Magazine says, hey, this is basically free money,
That's a real magazine.
It's a solid ass endorsement for a site that's designed or an app that's designed to save you money.
Yeah.
Look, there's really no reason not to use Honey. It's free. It's easy to use. It's easy to install on your computer and just takes 2 clicks. So shop with confidence. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/heartland. That's joinhoney.com/heartland. Joinhoney.com/heartland. JOIN. I don't know if there's another kind of join, but in this case, this is the one you're using. Joinhoney.com/heartland.
What kind of honey is it?
The sweet kind.
H-O-N-E-Y.
Because saving money is a sweet deal. HONEY. JOINHONEY.com/heartland. The smart shopping assistant that saves you time and money when you're shopping online. Use them.
I got one more story.
All right.
I'm trying to see if you guys will think this will do well or not. Jenna Fisher and Angela Kinsey,
Pam and Angela from the
Pam
office.
and Angela from The Office.
Okay.
They're launching their new podcast. It's called Office Ladies. Each week they will sit down and they'll watch an episode of The Office, and they'll give you all the stories and behind the scenes scoop, as well as some banter and stuff like that from their lives. I think it might be interesting.
The watch along podcasts are tough.
Who's on it?
Like I've listened to one that was about like NWO back in WCW days, Eric Bischoff, and they were watching like an old episode of Nitro, and it's just
I don't know if it sounded like they were gonna watch it. I don't know.
like if they watch it beforehand and
And then
tell you about
yeah,
the
yeah.
episode, it's fine. But if they're literally sitting there watching it and going like that, it's a tough listen.
But if it's like the real actors telling behind the scenes stories,
I think
All
it's
right,
probably
here's-
gonna be
that would be
interesting.
cool.
How many times have you guys watched the DVD commentary of a movie where the actors talk about the things?
0% of the time.
There you go. It sounds cool in theory, but you just never
Yeah.
end up doing it.
The only good one was the one from Cheers and Ted.
Now, granted, because
Oh,
the
yeah.
Office episodes are shorter, either
Yeah,
30
I
minutes
like
or
the
an hour,
Ted
maybe
one.
that's more.
I mean, I probably won't listen to it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for bringing it up, Dylan.
Well, I thought it was interesting.
No, it is interesting.
It is.
I agree.
because for one, everybody's trying to figure out the next great podcast or the
You're right.
genre for podcasting. So it's interesting in that respect.
I mean, people love
But-
The Office so much that they'll listen.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
it'll get a huge following.
Yeah, definitely.
But I never really stuck with The Office through the Andy era.
I did.
And I was forced. By the way, here's the thing about hospitals. I was in the hospital for basically 2 days. Right, was stuck in there while she was sleeping, and so I watched The Office on loop for the whole time. And so I saw a
And
lot
this
of the
week-
ones
this week
with Andy.
the Andy era was on
Yes.
this week. Yeah, I know.
And maybe like it even better
yeah.
than the original. At least the ones I saw. I think it was early.
There were some
on
good ones in there.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
It got a really bad rap.
I think so because it was loaded. Now all those people are doing fucking great things in on comedy shows. They all have their own show now.
Here's my thing with this podcast. I don't know if either of those two are comedians. If they I'm sure they have great behind the scenes stories, but if they
Right.
would have added someone
Like a host character, a comedian,
or like
host.
just one more person from the cast,
Right. I do enjoy Talking Dead.
The after show,
which is the after show of Walking
I
Dead.
can't do it. It's just so.
Well, so when Game of Thrones, after Game of Thrones was on, they would do the producers would be on for 10, 15 minutes talking about the episode. Did you watch that?
yeah, but more like 2 minutes. It wasn't 10.
It wasn't.
No.
Yeah.
It was a quick,
Very
oh,
quick.
this is how we shot this scene, and this is
I mean,
how
I
we wanna
watched
do
it. I just couldn't remember how long it was. And I
Yeah.
took a guess.
I mean, if something
That's
has
how
a
I found
big-
out the dragons weren't real. Do that.
By the way, so the Game of Thrones already had a prequel greenlit. It's already being filmed and stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Now there's another.
Yeah, there's
Game
like-
of Thrones
there's like
prequel
4 of them
that
on
HBO
HBO.
is greenlit.
Good for them, bro.
Just a story about the Targaryens and the dragons.
They'll
and
all
stuff
be
like
great too.
Yeah, they'll all be great.
All the same people involved in the making of it, I assume.
Except for
In some
Benioff
way.
and Weiss, the producers that everyone hates after the last season of Game of
Yeah.
Thrones. But yeah,
Because they got paid to do.
they're doing Star Wars,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I think they got $100 million deal from Netflix to do some stuff for them
Yes.
too.
Netflix has all the money.
Dude, they do. It was funny. So one of the ladies from The Zone that was here was telling me, she's like, she has a lot of friends that work for Netflix because I guess everybody in their industry tries to leave where they're at to go to Netflix.
Gotcha.
Not that she was, but she's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying that a lot of people that's where you aspire to be because they pay, I guess, way more than everybody else for the same work. And but she said like Netflix will. Her friends would tell her like. I need a new phone. I'm gonna leave for an hour to go get a new phone, and they'd be like, "Well, wait a minute, we should pay for that." And I'd be like, "Well, no, it's my personal phone." Yeah, but you're gonna somewhat use it for business, right? It'll make you better at your job. And they're like, yeah, but new laptop. And like they cover so much shit in your life expense wise, but you have to pay for your Netflix subscription. Like that's the one
Love it.
bugaboo.
Love it.
I do too.
That is really cool,
It's
actually,
like
I
a
think.
G move. You know what I mean? They're like, no breaks on Netflix. You're gonna pay to watch Netflix.
Yeah, I
think
mean,
it's
I'm
awesome.
sure because I'm sure they have. I don't know if you could look it up real quick how many employees Netflix has,
That's a lot of subscriptions.
but it's probably I would assume 10,000 maybe. I mean,
and plus, when you know people share it, and you've not like made that a problem. Somebody's going to pay for it. One out of the 10 people that are going to use this account need to pay for it.
So it is estimated as soon as 2018 that there's about 7,100 full-time workers
that
for
makes
Netflix.
sense.
There you go. That's a lot of subscriptions.
But then I think you run into something like some of the contractors here that DAZN hired out. They were talking about how they were trying to get DAZN subscriptions. So I think everyone that does contract work for you too will try to get a subscription, and that could be upwards of thousands of people.
yeah.
But then there's the thing. They give it out to 10 people,
Yep.
and no one's paying for it. That becomes an issue.
It does.
So I like
makes sense.
I like it. Hey, I'll buy
Keep your employees happy,
Yeah.
but also keep that revenue stream.
That's
coming
why
in.
the Zone said that the first month isn't free in America anymore because of that.
Yeah,
Just too many people on the same account.
exactly. But we'll buy your car, but you're gonna pay for Netflix account.
I love it.
Love it.
I absolutely love it.
I got another story.
'Kay.
One more. So I guess there's a trend now, like millennial women are growing out their body hair. It's becoming a thing. Like IG, there's a whole genre for it now on IG models where they're showing off their pits and they have long fucking.
That was a great post.
What the fuck is going on, dude? We cannot go to that. I don't think it's. I mean, it seems to be a trend for sure. Like we're heading that direction where it's going to be cool for women to not shave their armpits.
I don't care. Do whatever you want. It doesn't mean I'm gonna enjoy it, and it doesn't mean I'm gonna be nice to you about it. But do whatever you want.
better
I
get
like
used
what
to
you're
it,
saying.
Nick.
You'll just
Better get used to
you'll
it.
just say that you won't try to date them.
I'm not dating anyone who's got hairy pits.
What if that's all that's left?
It won't be.
All the hot girls are
It won't be.
hairy now. You won't have any choice. You have to get used to it.
It's gonna be tough.
Adapt and overcome. You know.
tough for you out
Such
there,
a
man.
weird thing. I don't know who's the first. I mean, why do you even start that trend?
Because you're lazy. Some
It's a double standard.
Diggs.
This-
Diggs. Why did you grow a beard? Oh, one, because I'm lazy, and then I realized that it makes me look way better.
That's all right. So, and that's like, and it's become that way. Like the thicker the beard, the cooler it is now, right? We've gone to that, and fuller beards are in.
It'll go the other
It's
way.
going that
I'm
like the
worried about
bushier
that.
your fucking bush and your armpits are, the cooler you are. Jesus Christ! Look at the fucking bush under her armpits.
Consider me counterculture then. You know, I shave my pits, and that's what I'm into. I'm
You
into
shave
clean
your
pits.
pits?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, give me your man card.
Told you. Threw it in the trash a long time ago. About the time I started shaving my pits.
I'll knock mine down every now and then
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to knock it down.
because it'll go forever. I think it would eventually go to the cavemen, like it just went all the way down to their feet.
Yeah, it was basically mullets under there.
I think so.
The battle with body hair is a real thing.
Really is.
Right. Gumpy's a hairy son bitch.
It's awful, except nothing on top. It sucks.
Yeah,
It's weird how that works.
Yeah, it is. Like
Everywhere else.
you
the
never
fucking
really
worst.
see. Well, I don't know. Matt Hasselbeck was in here. He looks like a guy who probably doesn't have much body hair, and he's bald. But usually, bald guys are super hairy everywhere else in their body.
It's a real shame.
I don't know why that is.
The real pores are real.
The real pores.
You mean genetically poor?
Yeah,
That's what you mean.
the real poor sacks of shit are the people who are bald and then also can't grow a beard. Because if you're bald and you can grow a beard, it's not a terrible look.
Yeah, if I was bald
It's a
with
good
no
look.
beard, I'd look like I was like 7 years
That's
old.
the worst possible
Yeah.
look.
You'd look like a giant penis.
Like the dude from
Excuse me, an average sized penis. You're not that tall.
Thank you. Yeah.
like the
A
dude
small penis.
the dude from The League had that, I think. Like the and you can only play that character where you're just like this weird piece of shit.
You look like you're sick,
Yeah, you do.
or
You
you're
look-
from the future. One of those things. Like, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's probably why. Guys just helping you out a little bit. Like, all right, I don't want to totally fuck you here. You'll be able to look cool when you're bald.
No, because then sometimes I shave my arms because I have tattoos on them. But then I get lazy because it's a lot. Shaving.
Oh, you shave your arms? See, that's weirder than shaving your armpits to me.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
If you're gonna do like your chest and back, like you got to do it every 2 weeks.
I see.
Unless you're getting it waxed.
Chest is. I've decided the chest is just you groom it every once in a while, but that'll never.
Yeah,
my
I groom
chest
it.
will never be touched with a razor.
I don't
ever again in my
shave
life.
it, but I will have to knock it down with clippers.
Yeah,
So,
same
again,
time- at the
it will
same point
just
you're knocking down
fucking-
your-
Like, I don't know how far it would go, but I assume like I would be like it would be like a foot
Oh
out.
yeah, my old man, his like if he wears like a t-shirt, it like curls out.
Some
up
good
the
old
top.
taco.
That's
meat.
how my grandpa
yeah,
was.
like-
I just remember my dad has like no hair on his chest, which is weird. But my grandpa, when he would turn sideways, it looked like there was a fucking like he was holding a tumbleweed or something.
My poor brother, when
When
he
he-
takes his shirt off, looks like he's just wearing a sweater underneath his shirt. And
When he nuzzled you at his bosom, did you?
Like, oh, grandpa. Jesus. Hey, it's stuck in my throat. Like a hairball. I don't know. You see that before we get out? Do we have listener questions?
I got one more story.
I
you do?
did not pull any listener
I
questions.
don't think. Yeah, we'll save
Ontario-
them for next. for next
Ontario
episode.
government lost $142 million in cannabis sales in the first year it was legal.
They lost money.
Yep.
How?
Leave it to the government to screw up selling drugs.
Because I
They're
know
bad
like
at selling
I
drugs.
know our states that are like Colorado.
Yeah, they thrive.
They are
according to
making
them.
hand over fist money.
Basically, what I think they did is they shut down all the small stores and basically thought that they would pay to reopen, whereas they just said fuck it and just started selling on their own again. You know what I mean?
Oh, so there's illegal sales going on.
Exactly.
That's ruining
That makes
the
sense.
legal sales profit.
Like they've only given out so many.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Licenses.
Exactly. There you go.
All right, so that makes sense because if you know you can make probably 4 times, 5 times the money selling it the way you used to, just direct to consumer instead of being regulated by the government and taxed all the fuck. Then you're going to do it.
And the mistake they made is before it was legal, all the stores were open and selling anyways.
Yeah.
See, we didn't have that here.
Yeah, so like before it was legal, they were making hand over fist, and it was a strictly cash business that no one was shutting down. And then they made it legal, tried to shut down all these stores, and all these stores
So you're
probably
saying
just said, fuck it.
before in Canada, before it was legal, there was weed stores.
Yeah,
and no one would like the local police didn't just go by and be like, "Hey,
They just
you
weren't
can't have a
enforcing
weed
it.
store."
Every once in a while, one would get shut down for like a week. That was it.
Jesus.
See, here in America, before it was legal, there's no such thing as weed stores. You just have to go to shady characters.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, buddy, you know you can't be doing that right now. Just take it easy. Come back in about a week.
It's against the law, bro.
Closest thing to a weed store was some guy's back shed that he converted into like a
Exactly.
walk-through business.
Exactly,
Yeah.
which is pretty nice actually.
Well, that's pretty wild, man. That's a lot of fucking money to lose.
That's a lot. Maybe they just
142 mil
Is that for the entire country or just one?
just for Ontario.
And that's a Providence.
What if they go bankrupt? What if they go under because of fucking weed?
That'd be a wild situation.
Can you imagine?
I just don't know how you lose that much.
I don't understand how you lose.
Trump will try to buy you. I'm not kidding. If you go under, and that might be good for us. We have a little like
Fucking
American
cheap
spot.
real estate.
Yeah.
Couldn't hurt me, that's for sure.
Speaking of money, Nick had sent me this originally, but you see that couple got 120 grand mistakenly put in their account,
What?
and then they just went out and fucking blew it. Yeah, like a bank made in there, like the teller like transferred the money or deposited the money into the wrong account.
Awesome.
And it went into these fucking hillbillies account, and they were just like, yeah, 120 grand. And went out, they bought a big SUV,
Hilarious.
a boat, and a trailer to pull it. Or no, a camper. So they had a truck to pull the camper, and then they got like a little trailer that came off the camper to pull a car on, and some four-wheelers, I think, and spent the whole fucking thing.
So what happens there when they get busted? They have to pay it back?
They
or-
currently have a deficit of $107,000 in their account because they're
Yeah,
down on the money.
The bank just pulls it right back out, and then you're on the hook for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that
plu-
doesn't seem fair.
I agree.
I
Plus,
mean,
they're
maybe
gonna
you
get-
have to pay half of it back. It wasn't your mistake.
And they're gonna get hit $34 a day too. Bounce check fees. It's gonna start piling up. At least they didn't.
That's the biggest crock of shit too.
It wasn't their mistake. Like, obviously, they knew it was wrong what they were doing, but
Sure.
the money was there.
If
It's
I-
the same thing as giving the lady the money and
Yeah.
her going to jail.
If I overdraft my account, you think I'm the type of person that can afford to pay late fees every fucking day?
no shit.
They should be. Those are the criminals.
I bounced my account the other day, or like 2 weeks ago, and it started hitting me money. Marty
Yeah.
had to transfer money over to me so I could stop the bleeding because it was like $34 fucking dollars a day. It went over like $2, right? So I went in the red.
Yeah.
$2, $34.
Everything all right, Todd?
I didn't check it for like 3 days.
You need a loan?
Fucking boom. Nah, I got a girlfriend and makes pretty good money. So, yeah, I just, hit a stretch where I was tight. And then I always forget, like, when things hit exactly because
Yep.
everything just gets pulled out of my account.
That's how you know we're on top of our shit.
Oh, I
when you
know.
can't remember when anything gets pulled out to get paid for.
So much of it, too. Like, every time my check hits, I'm like, I hope this is when the doctor thing comes out. I don't know when my truck payment comes out, any of that shit. But, yeah, 30. So I caught it like 3 days later, and I'm like, I'm down $100 now. It's like minus $102. So I had to call her, like, will you send me some money?
You're
so I
behind
can
for the next one.
Stop it. Oh, yeah. Had to pull out from my Acorns account.
Good account. It's a good app.
It is. I was getting up there too. It's like I had to pull the grand out of there, put it in my account, give myself a little cushion. Speaking of that, I'll be doing a comedy show. Try to get that bank account back up. A few weeks in North Vernon, Indiana.
Where's that at?
It's way
North,
out in the middle
south,
of nowhere.
east or west?
South of Indianapolis, about an hour.
Oh, so it's close to Louisville.
About an hour from Louisville, maybe.
Between here and
Yeah,
Louisville.
between here and Louisville. But over toward Ohio way.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's out in the middle of nowhere. It's a fun place, but like literally, like I think everybody in that town comes there.
That's awesome.
Like it's like, oh, nobody's at home right now. So if you want to burglarize a bunch of homes there, pick that night. But I would have bought like at least they bought like cool stuff. Like it's somewhat practical. You know what I mean? These people that had that money. I mean, a camper and
I mean, they
new
obviously
SUV.
needed it.
Yeah, but you expect the hillbillies like that, like usually like,
Meth.
oh, I'm gonna build a giant watermelon catapult. $1 million. Or yeah, and start making your own meth or buy a monkey, shit like that. You know what I mean?
yeah. They at least bought
Yeah.
stuff that would be cool.
Yeah.
Not that a watermelon
Last one.
catapult wouldn't be cool.
It would be cool. Here's watch that on TV when they launch those.
Oh, yeah.
Or pumpkins.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to do that so bad. All right, I got a report. The truck started.
Did it?
Yeah.
Let's
You're
go.
Great news.
Casey and Marnie.
I'll pay you some rent too, Todd. By the sounds of
No.
it.
Wait. Did you just say Marty's name? Like she just got out of the hospital. You're like, hey, Marty, fix my truck
Well,
for me. No.
I'm assuming Casey did most of the work because she's also there. Gump's lady's also there.
Yeah,
so.
she came for a few days.
Yeah. So I'm assuming they walked out there and saw what was going on. Thought,
I'm happy that Gumpy gets to live.
yeah,
It's good.
we're all right.
It's good
It's just
for
a
me.
battery. Recharge it.
Oh,
I
that-
got to use my new battery charger too. My mom and dad got me for the first time.
You're struggling with that this morning too.
No instructions. Comes with no instructions. So
It's not just like.
it's doing a thing with the lights. I'm like, oh, what's that mean?
Does it have like a red and black hookup and just hit?
It has a
go?
red and black
Yeah.
hookup and then a switch that says jump start off and on. It's a pretty
And
straightforward
then the
process.
thing just goes around in circles, and you think that it's charging, but it's sat at like 35 for a good 10
Yeah.
minutes.
I mean, the lights go around in a circle, and I'm like, is that good? Does that mean, hey, I'm not right? I'm not connected right. I don't know, but evidently it worked.
You know, good
We
for
got
you,
it
Todd.
going. Yeah, got it worked out. Well, that's going to be it for us. Thanks for listening, guys. As always, there'll be a video portion of this maybe somewhere at some point on an app or back to YouTube or somewhere at some point. I know I'm getting hammered by you guys, but don't know, man. We edited them.
It's supposed to be on the zone.
Yeah, we put it together. It's supposed
Above
to be on
our
the
pay
DAZN
grade.
app. Definitely above our pay grade. So I assume it'll be up there eventually, including the video broadcast of
Just
the
no,
Pat McAfee
just
show.
no Billy's making them, whether they're up or
Yeah,
not.
they're being edited.
I'm putting them in a folder that is attached to people that should be uploading them. So
P.S. Find our link for DAZN to subscribe there.
Yeah, and that's another thing because I know people are have subscribed without it because they're like, well, shit, I wish I had that link. We've been putting it out there. Just if you could put a little bit of effort into finding somebody's social media on this team.
Just ask us.
The,
Yeah.
I'll put it out.
Tweet it for
the
you.
link is in most of our Instagram bios as well if you're looking for
It's
it.
in my Instagram bio and Twitter bio.
the easiest
Yeah.
thing is just look up Pat's Twitter.
It's
and
in his.
It's the website associated under his Twitter bio.
There you go.
Also, it's great because I've got a lot of feedback on Twitter for people who have signed up for DAZN because we go to commercial on radio and they do the radio thing
Right.
commercials, but on the video side, on the DAZN side, you just get to see behind the scenes, and sometimes we're dealing with hot mics, and
Yeah.
you'll get to catch some stuff.
Can be
And
funny.
It's a little behind the curtain look that people have enjoyed.
yeah, it's like we were talking about with the other, and it's like 3 or 4 minutes, so it's perfect.
Yep.
And
yep.
it's on iHeartRadio as well if you're looking to listen to it.
Well,
and it's on Westwood One Sports
yeah, Westwood
as well.
Westwood
too.
One finally launched a
Streaming
streaming
platform for
platform
audio.
for it this week.
Oh, so it's available on demand.
And
there.
I think you should be
And
able
you
to
can-
download it and listen to
They
it
tweeted
later
it
on
out,
there.
and we retweeted it. But Westwood got a lot of heat for not having something.
Well, they were sending to other platforms. I mean,
Yeah. So
yeah.
Westwood, you can now listen on Westwood somehow.
If it's not on the radio in your area, just Google Westwood. Allegedly, they have an app somewhere.
But also email your local radio
Find it.
station.
Yeah.
Get us on
Absolutely.
Westwood One Sports has a Twitter account that pretty much their entire past 2 weeks has been talking
Us.
about stuff that people are tweeting them about us.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you can keep up with it there.
Good job. Keep them on their toes. Because the more, hey, squeaky wheel gets oiled. That's
Yes,
how the
it
world
does.
works. All right. Bug them. It'll come. Other than that, keep spreading the word on this podcast, past podcast, the live radio show. check out merch. Our store never ceases to amaze me. Half the time I don't even know when new shit comes out. I'll just go checking, and I'm like, fuck, we got like 10 new shirts.
Yep.
All right, that's it for us. We're out.